Good morning. Good morning. Is it really dark? I didn't realize that light was out until just now. It is really pretty dark. Can you guys see me? I'll give it a few minutes to see how many people come on this morning, or if I need to go outside where it's a little bit lighter, because it is very dark looking in the basement today in the office. See if I can see myself here. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. A little bit delayed. Good morning. Good morning. So I'll probably give it another couple minutes just for you guys to jump on, but I just want to kind of give a live update. We posted a video yesterday about the baler being down. We did get it back going. We finished the field. It's on point. So I'm going to hopefully release another video later today or tomorrow, depending on how things go. Hay season is in full swing. Like, we've gotten a lot done, still have a lot to do. So we're just kind of playing catch up the last couple days. So good morning. Good morning. Hi, Paul. It's hot in Missouri, so we're kind of taking advantage of the cooler AC and doing some stuff at home. So that's where we're at. Wait for people to come on, but more or less today, I'm seeking out your guys' help. I started doing this whole YouTube thing in 2020 as a way to share my my passion, my voice in ag, and it just keeps elevating and pivoting in different directions. So hi, Crystal. Thanks for coming on. So some big things are happening. I think they're big things. Hello, Randy. Hope you guys are doing good. The first off, just all the new subscribers, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. We have went from being just like on a small scale, 10,000 at the beginning of the year, and we jumped so fast to it's like 17.5, 17.6 right now. So thank you. Thank you. It means a lot that you guys come along with us, because we're just out here doing the same things every day, and we appreciate it. Does the heat and humidity affect your hay bales? So yes and no. The humidity and heat does affect the hay before it's in the bales. If you don't let it dry enough, or if there's too much moisture in the hay, it will mold, and we don't want that. So sometimes we will just we'll rake it and let it air a little bit. So that's why we can never pull the rake with the baler like simultaneously. But yeah, the heat humidity plays a bigger part than anything on it. This is the first time in a long time that I've realized that we can mow on, like today, like if we were to mow today and the humidity isn't an important part of it, if we just have the heat, we would be baling tomorrow. But there's calling for rain on Wednesday, Thursday this week. So we're kind of waiting to see what the weather does before we lay anything down. Plus, we're almost all caught up. We just have 3 smaller fields to do, and that'll be all big square. So we're just kind of waiting and seeing. And then we have the alfalfa third cut to mow, but we really don't want to chance it going unless we absolutely have to, because the first 2 kind of got some rain on it, which we're thankful. We're thankful for the rain, but that's the way it is. Crystal, farmers like 80-degree days with light wind. Yeah, if we could get no humidity, it would make life so much easier, but it's already hot and steamy and sticky outside. So Paul says where he's at, it's the rain. You have to watch out. So lots of hay obviously still to be made. We have all of second cut. We have third and fourth cut alfalfa to put up, praying that the good Lord helps us through all that. But today I got on to kind of talk to you guys about what I'm seeing in the future, kind of talking about the voice in ag, my motto. And I need your guys' help, more or less. I need your guys' help. I entered a contest for Country Gals, and the only way to essentially win that is by voting. If you guys can, whenever it comes 10 o'clock, I think it's must be Mountain Time because it's 10:06 here in Central Time in Missouri, and the live link isn't ready for it yet. So here in another hour or so, if you guys could go click the link that I have in the comments, that would be so much appreciated. And if you follow me on Facebook, Chronicles of Kayla Wieczorek, every time you share the same post that's out there, you guys can get entered in a goodie box, like from me. So make sure you guys are finding pages. It means a lot that you guys are helping me out. Sorry, I'm like making sure everything is flowing the way it should. It looks really good on the computer, but I didn't know how it would look on the like on your phone type thing. So just a second. I'm like making sure everything's still. Any update on the new tractor? So my new tractor has still not come. They project it maybe September, maybe for my birthday. We probably are not buying the loaner tractor. Jason went to a auction. Him and his dad and Keaton and some friends went to an auction on Saturday, and used tractors, just like the loaner tractor we have, was going for like $15,000 more than what my new tractor is going to cost us. So you really have to do the pinching of the pennies when you're buying equipment, new versus old, interest versus no interest, what kind of financing you can get, what are the benefits of like, for us, extended warranties, all the stuff that comes with a new tractor. So there's a lot of number crunching that Jason and I have done about this new tractor situation. Cause there was two, like when we sold the 5250, my heart broke. Like I loved that tractor. Like that tractor he bought essentially for me when I left the office. That was my tractor. I did not realize how much I would appreciate the new tractor. Yes, it's John Deere. Yes, I went from a Case to a John Deere. You know what? Color is color. If it was a pink tractor and our dealership was as fantastic as Sign Strickers is, then I would probably use a pink tractor or a purple tractor or a rainbow tractor. So it's really all about the dealership for us. Our dealership goes above and beyond for us. Is our area really dry? We are very fortunate. There was a couple days that Jason and I thought, oh man, if we don't get some rain, it's gonna burn up. And we were this close, like onslaught of a drought. But then we got rain, and then some areas got like a foot of rain. It was crazy. That's right. Does not matter about color. It's really about the dealer, and our dealer is phenomenal to work with. Should have got a New Holland. So funny note, we had a New Holland. We sold it. It was a loader tractor, and that's what I first started mowing on in 2019. We sold it and bought another skid loader. We don't need a loader tractor. We have no need for it. We have a payloader and we have the skid loaders. And then John bought a high lift over the weekend, which I haven't even showed you guys because I haven't even really been down there to see his new treasures. But we did get some treasures bought at the auction the other day. Everything right now is expensive. Like, used trucks, used anything. That market is like crazy how expensive it is. And it makes everything you do you question yourself, or I know I question myself, like we need to plant alfalfa. And Jason's like, just so you know, it's several $100s a bag. And I'm like, I know, but what do you do? Like, that's our business. You can't just not do it, or you're not going to have a crop next year. Parts. Loader tractor hasn't moved all summer. Yeah, I think it's just a personal preference. What works for one farm is not going to work always for another farm, and vice versa. Hi, Jake from Ohio. Can you guys hear me okay? Like, I'm in the basement in my office, and this light situation will be replaced before we do this again. What else you all want to know? Have you figured out what you spend daily in diesel during hay season? No. We used to sort of know. This year's been a little bit funky. We used to just go get a 100-gallon in our little fuel barrel, but we've been starting to put it in a 500-gallon barrel tank, and that lasts us 5 weeks, give or take. Not really 5 weeks. It depends on how hard we run. 5 trips, that we would have been making to town. So I have not really figured it out what it cost. I just pay the bill. Let's see. Cold and wet and windy in Australia. But aren't you like going through, isn't Australia like, are you guys during wintertime right now? I am awful. I don't really know. I heard on the news that there is bad floods in your state. Nope, you did. You heard right. Just not in our area. We had 3.5 inches last week in one setting, like one night. But the week we had people who like 50 miles south of us, I think, had a foot of rain. So there was massive flooding in certain areas. We didn't it came nice and easy, and we had a little bit of mud, but nothing was storm damage. So we were very blessed. We were meant to get a new Massey in July now. Yeah. Well, ours probably could have been here sooner had I not kept changing some stuff on the tractor. So like ours is being built specifically to my recommendations. So there's going to be a few things that are added that are not on the loaner tractor, but we were going to do the regular hydros, and then I opted out for the electric ones that are just like the M we have now. So it was me. We probably could have had it by now, but I kept changing it, and we added fenders and we did some wheels different. And so they built it custom for us. So I feel pretty special. Hi to Norway. I know it's dark. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to go find a light bulb now. The whole reason I jumped on today was regarding the Miss Stars and Stripes contest, because I made a post about it on Facebook and Instagram and on my little community page regarding it. And I need your guys' help to do that. So make sure, guys, go check it out. Go vote whenever the link is officially live, because apparently it's still right there. Oh, it's 10 a.m. Pacific time. So completely failed on that, huh? So 2 hours. Anyway, it is an opportunity that I am very, I want to share my voice in so many ways, and not just here. And the voice of ag has been a passion of mine. So it would essentially, if I was to win, you'd see me in Star Magazine. I'd be able to share myself a little bit more in that aspect. Winter over here, first day of spring, I think, is your fall. Okay, so I wasn't sure how the seasons floated, but it's August 1st and it's hot. Keaton starts football next week. And then school's going to start back here in like 3 weeks. It's crazy. The summer has just went flying by. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate your guys' support so much. So what else you guys want to know? Anything else? What else you want to know? The new merch is live, like the Be a Voice and Ag shirt, the O Stuck shirts that we ran off Jason being stuck all the time in the mud this winter is now a tank and a tee. So you can get those at shopchroniclesofkayla.com. I can put that in this little chat box too. Thanks, Dan. That means a lot. We enjoy doing it. Clearly, what you see is what you get. Some days are better than others, but it's what farming is. And I wanted to be very real about that. I could have easily just not put any of the baler down video in from yesterday and just gave you the good stuff where we baled 350 bales per hour and knocked it out. I could have given you the fun stuff, but it's nice to see what real farming is sometimes. Is there any restrictions on how much produce you supply in America? Here in Ireland, they are doing their best to close us down. global warming. So here's the deal. I probably do not follow stuff nearly as much as I should. We don't have true TV, so we don't watch the news. So what we do is very people to people. Like, we don't ship outside of the country. Our hay stays within like probably 150-mile radius. The furthest we've ever sent hay is to Florida, and they had the contract that we did with them. They had to provide a truck and trailer driver, and they had to come up and get it, and then they took it back. So ours is just so much different than what other people contract with. Our hay, probably 96% of the hay gets sold. I would say almost 98% of the hay gets sold this year. We did some straw to kind of compensate with that. But how old and what grades are the kids now? So Keaton will be 12 and Jalen will be 7 in the fall. And so 6 and first grade. So they're growing up on me. It is great to see the not so good days as well the good days. Yeah, some days are very trying, and I struggle with that. So when I say that I'm just the hired hand, those are the days that are really hard, so that I don't lose some of my marriage side of things. Because, you know, as you work with your spouse, it does get hard, and there has to be that fine line. Like, so when I go to work with Jason, I'm the hired hand and he's the boss. And when we come home at night, we're husband and wife. And it works for us. It doesn't always work for everybody else, but that's what works for us. Did you fix the baler and the kids look like they were doing well? Yes, got the baler fixed in like an hour and a half. He had it all put back together. And the second part of that video, which is probably the next day, Keaton did some drone video. So he will, that'll be in the next video. I'm hoping it'll come out tomorrow. I probably won't get it done today since I took time to go live here. So we haven't killed each other yet. So we must be doing something right. 3 years together, farming full time, and doing YouTube, and raising a family, and building our herd. So I'm very blessed. I get to do what I love to do. Farming was always what I wanted to do. Hey, thanks. I'm glad you said that. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys. That helps us out too. Are you the boss at home? I'd like to think I am. He also knows that if the boss doesn't get home to cook, he doesn't have a meal, and it's frozen pizza and peanut butter and jelly. Thank you guys for all the thumbs up. You guys rock, because we went from having like hardly any to 44. So thank you for reminding me. These are the things I forget. Do you receive any money from YouTube? I'm not big like other people. I would not say that it pays anything much. It's fun money. It's not what pays the farm bills, if that's what you're asking. How many cows do you have? I've sort of lost count. There's at least over 100 out there. The fall babies are still, the fall wean calves are still here. And then we have spring calves that we need to be starting to think about weaning next month. It's just too hot to band the bulls right now. So we just keep them out there as long as possible with mom. A lot of them are kind of starting to self-wean themselves. And we are not going to have any fall calves this year. We merged the herd and held back all the calves in the fall. All those cows in the fall. So none of those fall cows got bred until we put the bulls back in May. So we'll have all the babies come January. All the heifers will calve in January, and then all the cows will start calving in February. A lot of people think we're crazy because it's wintertime, but that's our least busy time of the year. So we have to get you to 50,000 subscribers. You all are amazing. The fact that we have this many just blows my mind, because I didn't realize that sharing my story would impact so many people. The people that find us on Instagram and the people that find us on Facebook, and just it blows my mind. Love my seat on this hayride and love the comments from the post. Aww. Yes. I'm very fortunate. I don't know how many of you guys know our back history, which is partially why I jumped on to kind of talk about it a little bit more. Hold on one second. Okay. Our history. Jason started the hay business in high school as an SAE project and FFA. So he's been doing this since '07, and it's just built to what we have now. A friend of mine called it the hay empire, but it's just a hay business. I worked in finance when Jason and I met. I continued to work in finance until the end of 2018, when I really struggled with some mental, stuff. I took a leave of absence for a week, and then we decided that I just wasn't going to go back. So in 2019, we had a couple hired hands, and I learned how to be a stay-home farm wife. I'd always worked, but then I was at home. I was home with the kids. I kind of just did the baling. I helped out as needed. I went to a lot of barrel races. The kids and I just kind of gravitated to me being home for the first year. And then at the end of 19, our hired hands decided to go elsewhere. And it was just Jason and I. And that fall, we had the cows and started really working on our herd. And Jason looked at me in December of 19 and said, "Do you think we can do this on our own?" And I thought, I think he's crazy. I don't know if we can do this on our own. I questioned my sanity. And then in January, we started YouTubing our journey together as a first generation farm family. Jason has been farming all his life in some aspect. I was raised on a farm, but that farm got sold out of my hands in junior high. So I never really thought we would be at the point where we're at. I never thought I would be baling hay for a living and sharing that on YouTube. But here we are. I am not a big public speaker, but God keeps pushing me this way. So if you guys follow me on my other platforms, kind of know that the mental health aspect is a big part of my push and my pillars that I kind of talk about, just because it hits home. So now that I've talked your guys' ears off, let's see what you guys are. I'm behind on what you guys are commenting. You do a great job if you went to 9 to 5 because you work through your lunch hour. So yeah, I worked an 8 to 5 job, and I worked through my lunch hour, and then I came home and helped Jason on the farm. So it was a big deal for me to have to leave, because he'd been trying to get me to leave for like several years before I gave in. I think it's amazing. I just love connecting with everybody, and I don't do these lives enough, which is something that's going to change in the fall and through the winter. We're really going to make, this part of a weekly thing. Hi, John. Please be careful. You're out on the road today. He's part of the reason. I don't know if you guys noticed that John is my father-in-law, and he's the big push behind the YouTube. He really got me set up and going in 2020. So if it was not for him, we probably would not be here today. So make sure you guys tell him thank you. Past video, I think I seen some. So Go Bob hay feeders, are they built as heavy as they say? They are heavy. Like, there's no pushing them up, rolling them around to move them. You need skid loader. You need a tractor. You're going to have something to push them around. I love the mineral feeders. That's what we use the most, I would say, just because we don't keep cattle all the time at home. I do have the horse feeder, and I think it's phenomenal. They're not rubbing out manes. I have way less waste with the feeders, but the mineral feeders from Go Bob, the bulls don't tear up. The only part that we've torn up is like the little piece where we hook on with the four-wheeler or the truck or the Pioneer, and we go to move it, and it was stuck in the frozen mud, and I might have broke it a little bit, but Jason just re-welded it and made it work. You're doing a fantastic job farming and family. Aw, hi from the Wales. So, yeah, make sure you guys leave the thumbs up. Oh, there's like 57 of them. So thank you. It all pays back. I appreciate all the support. I do. So that's about it. I don't know too much else. What else you guys want to know? if there's a certain day of the week, we probably will do more in the evenings once fall and winter hit. Jason was out looking at some ground for a neighbor, deciding whether or not he was going to mow it or not. So he's not here. Hi, Carol. Good morning again. So that's my mother-in-law's here too. So it's like a family thing. We're just missing Jason, which is probably working, and that's why he's not here. But to me from well, I appreciate it, Randy, so much. Ah, I hope so. I like to share my experiences, and I hope that it helps somebody along the way, whether it's in the tractor or on the horse or whatever they're going through. Absolutely do live more often. I will do my best. I finally figured out how to do the live streaming now on my computer. The thing is, I like to take you guys live when we're in the tractor, but it doesn't. It's a funky. It only does it portrait. So like if you do it landscape, thinking, oh, you're gonna get a big picture, you're like looking at like this. I made the mistake last year when we were baling straw, thinking you guys could see it better. It was a disaster. I know. I need to do more lives. It's just it's timing. Sometimes we don't even get into the house till after 9. So it's all about just making priorities and adjusting the day and figuring out where we're at. But as fall comes in, things will start maybe slowing down a little bit more. You'll also see more of the horses again. I've been riding Shiloh quite a bit here lately, and I needed that. Needed that for my soul more than I ever thought I did. I would like to see more out of the windshield. Duly noted. Is there a windshield you prefer? Like, I mean, I don't know if Jason will do it out the windshield, but I will definitely get you guys more views out of the tractors. We have a lot more hay to do. We still have all second cut, so there's plenty of hay to be made. We also need to brush hog some paddocks. Your screen is locked on your phone. I probably should fix that. I'll have to look at it. Chris, shouldn't be laying some hay. So the whole family is here besides Jason, it looks like. For the record, it's supposed to chances of rain Wednesday and Thursday, Chris. Did you miss that memo? And I only have one hay barn left to fill, so we're just kind of stuck in the rut here, Chris. You're just mad because you're not here helping. Will you be showing cattle this year? Yeah, hopefully more as it goes. Hopefully. I'd like to anyway. Well, this has been a fun morning of chatting. I really had only planned to be here 5 minutes. What else you guys want to know? Now we're like stagnant. This is where Jason comes in because he can talk about anything and start a conversation with anybody. How long have you been live this morning? So 30 minutes. You're not missing too much. How many acres do you farm? That's a hard one because it changes year to year. All depends on how the grasses do, whether or not we get a first cut and a second cut, and then if we get 3, 4, 5 cuts off of alfalfa. So it really ranges. I think we did 1,200 acres of hay last year. I don't know what it'll be here this year when it comes down to it. Bye, Andrew. I know it's early for you. It's 1:30 in the morning. I'll see you soon. How far are your fields apart? Most of them can be walking distance. There's some fields that are maybe 5 or 6 miles apart. The furthest field that we go to now is 15 miles, and it's by my mom and dad, so it's really convenient that it's over there. They're on their way, and we can leave equipment there, which is right out. Like their backyard is kind of like the field. Hi to New Zealand. Will you be meeting up with the girls again? So some of us girls met up Saturday for a trail ride. We did 11 miles Saturday morning. Um, they have young kids, like 4 and under young kids and newborns. So it's really hard for them to get away. I'm very fortunate because my kids are older. I am the oldest one of the group. So my kids kind of just get shuffled around and stuff. So hopefully, I like riding with the girls. So we'll see. If not, I guess me and Jalen will go tackle it around. Let's see. What else is going on? It's been hot. It was hot again this morning. I got spoiled last week with the cooler weather after it rained, but it's supposed to be like 98 today, tomorrow. It's hot. The humidity was already thick at 8 o'clock this morning. It was really nice about 4 a.m. And then by 6:30, it was hot. Bye, Brian. Say hi to the cows. Enjoy your milking. Thanks for tagging along with us. I'm probably going to shut it down here in just a few more minutes. I probably should get busy too. Yeah, you guys are all running away, so I guess I'll be running away too. Hi, Kayla. I enjoy watching your family. Best of luck with the second cut. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, we'll see. I still have one full barn to fill, and then the big barn where the cows are at. That'll be all big, large squares. So you guys have a fantastic Monday. It's a new month, a new week. So I hope you guys stay cool wherever you're at, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Don't forget to give a thumbs up after you've watched, and find the link below to help support the voting. You guys have a good one.